Number 1. ITZY Chaeryeong. When ITZY's members were first introduced, Chaeyeon quickly received an awful lot of snide remarks for her visuals. Well, compared to the other 4 members, Yuna, who's predicted to be the next K-pop goddess, Ruchin, who steals everyone's hearts with the girl crush look, Yechi, whose gorgeous cat eyes attract people right from the start, and Leah, who looks like a porcelain doll, Chaeyeong simply looks so average and even a bit strange according to netizens. They say that her facial proportions are unfortunate, like her eyes angle upward like Yechi's, but they're too small for her face. Her nose is way too big and has a weird shape. Some people think her big ears are cute, some just straight up compare her to Dumbo. And those are the nicest opinions compared to other thousands of insults. The hate went so far that her mother had to plead with netizens to stop hating her daughter for her looks. Just because she isn't pretty by your standards, you write hate comments on every video, bully her, and completely ignore her. Everyone is attractive in their own way, and I am saddened that my precious girl is being criticized mercilessly. Just give her a chance. You don't have to like her, just please don't hurt her. However, her plea was only met with another wave of spiteful comments. Korean netizens claim that being judged by the public was just a part of being a K-pop idol. And if Chaeyeon could not stand it, then her mother shouldn't have let her debut. They even brutally told her mother to accept the fact that Chaeyeon is ugly. Reading many horrible things about her made Chaeyeon fall into self-deprecation. In the video of Letters to Midzy last year, Chaeyeon talked about how the first year of her debut was the hardest time of her life, and how she felt like all her achievements were nothing due to all the online hate. It's even more heartbreaking to see her admit that she always tries not to stand out in group photos by standing to the side. Number 2. ITZY's Chaeyeon. No different from her younger sister Chaeyeong, Chaeyeon also received tons of malicious comments about her visuals. When the final result of Produce 48 got announced, some netizens started questioning how she could win with that face. Lee Chaeyeong seriously looks like a witch. Who would even pick this one? She's too ugly to be an idol. She only deserves to be a backup dancer. Yes, someone really said that. And when people learned that her little sister also debuted with ITZY, they even came up with this theory that their wealthy family backs them up, implying that both Chaeyeon and Chaeyeong use money to get what they want. But the whole experience with Produce 48 was not Chaeyeon's first time dealing with negative reactions to her look. Did you know that Chaeyeon also participated in 16, the survival show by JYP Entertainment? Most people don't remember her from this show because she was the first one that got eliminated. And why is that? The judges blamed her for ruining all the group's photos. They even tried cutting Chaeyeon out of the photo to prove that it looked much better without her. So yeah, Chaeyeon was the first participant losing her opportunity to debut with TWICE, simply because she isn't pretty enough. Though Chaeyeon was never really vocal about how she feels, she was still very insecure about her appearance. At the 2019 Idol Star Athletics Championships, someone told Chaeyeon they were her huge fan, and this is how she replied: "Thank you for liking me even though I'm ugly." Number 3. Aespa Ningning. While Karina, Winter, and Giselle often get praised for even looking way more gorgeous than their AI avatars, Ningning is more likely to be criticized for her appearance. She's not too ugly, people say. She simply doesn't really meet Korean beauty standards. And by that, they mean a slim body with standard proportions. Compared to other members of Aespa, Ningning is considered more chubby. Some might even claim she looks too fat to be an idol, and her face is not V-line shaped but rounder and bigger. These elements make Ningning look out of place, especially when she stands next to Karina. Due to this, Korean netizens have been insisting that Ningning should lose some weight to look prettier on camera. Sadly, even her fans share the same thought because they keep retouching Ningning's features in her photos, and even her videos. Usually they would edit it so that her head looks way smaller, and her thighs, waist, and arms look slimmer than they naturally are. It just seems like those fans are extremely insecure about their idol's body, so they create a better version of Ningning for the compliments of the public. This action, however, only received major backlash from Korean netizens, and Ningning, unfortunately, gained more negative comments about her chubby figure. Number 4. NCT U's Shotaro. Last year, NCT welcomed 2 new members, Seungchan and Shotaro. While Seungchan's handsome visual quickly made the headlines, Shotaro got dragged into this deep hole of insults from both the public and the fanbase. Some say Shotaro is kinda cute, but the majority agree that he looks so out of place among all the Prince Charmings of NCT. Right after Shotaro got introduced, some NCTzens started rushing on Twitter groaning how ugly the new member was. One also claimed that BTS's RM looked way more handsome than Shotaro. Things don't just stop there. The Korean fans even created a hate group chat, sending violent threats asking Shotaro to leave the group. Despite all this negative feedback, Shotaro is still determined to work hard and focus on honing his skills. When NCT U made their comeback with the song Make a Wish, Shotaro soon became a hot topic and gained more fans thanks to his incredible dancing skill. After watching Shotaro's performance on M Countdown, people have to admit that his mesmerizing charisma on stage reminded them of the legendary Lee Min-woo from Shinhwa or Kai from EXO. Number 5. G-idol Soojin. Being the dancer of G-idol, Soojin used to get praised a lot for her alluring charisma. People also predicted that she would be the next Hyuna, thanks to her attractive red lips and a unique mole right under her left eye. But all that admiration soon faded when one newspaper released an unedited photo of Soojin on her way to Music Bank. As all she put on was light makeup, all the unrefined features got shown off on the camera. The swollen eyes, the unnatural eyelids, the dark circles, and the flat nose. Netizens were extremely disappointed. Some agreed that Soojin's real visual was just so average that she looked like a fangirl who spent the night waiting for her idol. There's no way she could be compared to Hyuna, they declared. Some just bluntly called her ugly, and claimed that even Jui from Momoland looked prettier. Those people also flooded in the comment section under her livestream the next day to throw a bunch of hateful remarks regarding her face. Obviously, Soojin has read all of those distasteful comments as she looked visibly taken aback and repeated, "I am dumbfounded," during her live broadcast. She then read one of the comments aloud that stated, "There's something on your face, ugliness," and immediately ended the livestream. Number 6. Stray Kids' Changbin. As talented as he is, Changbin still cannot escape from being judged by his look. Similar to Chaeyeon, Changbin also got criticized for having weird facial proportions, as his eyes and lips are relatively small, while his nose seems to be a bit long and big. Overall, he does not really fit Korean beauty standards. In an episode of Idol Room, where Donnie and Connie visited JYP building, Changbin just jokingly introduced himself as the visual of the group. But Donnie and Connie took it way too far by flat out calling him conceited. Poor Changbin got awkward because he made a self-deprecating joke, then got told off when they received it the wrong way. But instead of letting people's mean attitude drag him down, Changbin dedicated all his mind to producing music. He also spends a lot of time at the gym, making both fans and other members amazed at how impressive his body is. So, do you think that these idols are the visual holes of their groups? What do you think about netizens' reactions toward them? Comment down below to share your thoughts with us. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to BeBoss TV for more great content. Thank you for watching.